And welcome to another episode of Fast Break. This is episode number 5. We are 5 episodes in, guys. Ray Halbrook here from live stream STL Media. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day as we get things rolling here for episode 5. I have on my right here the professor of coachonomics there, Lee Richardson, and the freak of speak, also known as the Hoops Whisperer here, Scotty Lotta. Gentlemen, it's episode 5, and we are going to do something a little different here with episode 5. We're going to kind of shake it up a little bit here. We did this last season with football, and we are thinking about doing this as well, as we've got a lot going on over here while I'm talking about this. But
shake and bake.
But the idea of putting together a power rankings system for just the JCAA conferences. We did that for football last season. We got a lot of flack. We got a lot of good jeers. Some folks that were not very happy about some of the weeks because their team maybe they thought might have deserved a better ranking. But each week it should change, I would think. Here's the thing: we are putting together this whole thing with the power rankings, but we're going to base it on what we're going to talk about here. And it's going to be kind of a panel discussion, so to speak. So Scotty is the one that came up with the idea. So if anybody has any problems with any of this, you know who to get, who to text.
I'm getting
email.
Emails and texts.
There we go. Scotty. So give us your thoughts and your ideas on how you want to do this.
Well, kind of, borrowing from that segment where you kind of ranked the schools, during football season, which I believe I had a couple of gripes. I'm like, why is my team, the Grandview Eagles, why are they below so-and-so when they beat so-and-so? And they'd be like, well, you're looking at last week's rankings. And I was like, oh. And then the next week's rankings would come out. They're still below them. I'm like, what's going on? It's like, it's just, an opinion. It's kind of basing on a little bit of a feel. And obviously, there's a lot of moving parts here because, Lee's perception of these teams, my perception of these teams, and Ray, we've each seen different, we've seen them early in the season, we've seen them, a little bit later on, and we've seen them at different times. So we may have seen, hey, they look great on this one night, or this one night, man, they were sluggish as could be. So it's going to kind of be, kind of the flavor of what we see in the moment. And obviously this is going to change, and it's just for fun. So don't take it, as gospel.
All right.
So let's start.
Coach, here's the...
No, I'm ready. Let's go. Dive in.
Do we want to start at the bottom or we want to start at the top?
Well, and
start in the middle.
To go back to talk about the football season and whatnot, we put that in. That was college football playoff system is how we put that together. I don't know if anybody knew that. That's a joke.
Okay.
So
no
anyway,
habla.
No habla. Okay. Anyway,
I thought that was legit. My bad.
It was too legit.
I almost had you go.
Too legit to quit.
There you go. I love it. But the, taking a look into this, it is going to change week to week more than likely because of the hotness or the coldness of the teams. And, so I love the idea. I love this idea of, having a little bit of bragging rights and having a little bit of, a little school pride. So tell us what you think, number one, and then each week as we bring these out and we release these, will we release these separate from Fast Break, or do you want to make that part of it?
No, that sounds good.
Well, that's not answering the question.
No. I think as new information is presented, you update.
Okay.
Live stream STL local rankings.
Are we going to do weekly or are we going to do bi-monthly?
I think we should do weekly.
With the changing of the waxing moon.
All right. So give us your thoughts here.
Are we starting with the girls or the boys?
Let's start with the girls.
Okay. So should we start with what we think our consensus number one is?
We go 1 through 10, or you want to go?
Yeah, large or small? Which one are we doing?
10 through 1.
It's all combined.
Oh, we're doing
Yeah,
all
we're going to
10.
combine them.
Yeah.
10. So start with 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be easier.
So
Yeah.
should we go left or right? That way we put Ray on the seat first.
This one's easy. We're going Festus.
Lee
Next.
St. Vincent
as your number 1.
of the
Of the
JCAA
power
teams,
ranking. Okay,
girls.
yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
I'm giving them a number 1 power ranking. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So we don't have a consensus number 1.
We don't.
Because apologies to Coach Hubbard, but I think Festus would also be number 1.
You mean Coach Portell?
What did I
No,
say?
Coach Hubbard.
Coach Hubbard's at Hillsborough.
He's at Hillsborough.
Okay.
Because, Hiltonsboro, I've had a very,
My number 1 of 10 is St. Vincent. Yours is Festus.
yes.
And yours, Ray?
Festus.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to keep going.
Yeah.
All right. Number 2.
Are we doing this serpentine or are we doing this?
Let's just go. I'll go Vincent number 2.
Okay. Lee?
Festus.
Okay. This is going to be unpopular, but I'm going to say Hillsborough.
I knew he was going to say that.
Okay.
All right. 3.
Interesting.
3. I'm going Hillsborough.
As well as I.
And here I will put in the St. Vincent Indians.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Number 4. Now it's going to start.
We're
getting a
gonna
little
have
lucky.
we're gonna have our own fight. We don't have to go
Yeah.
to social media.
Yeah.
Right.
Number 4.
You're having to remember these off the top of your
I
head.
am.
I've got a thing right in front of me. So
You got it in front of you?
If you need it, you can.
No, it's okay.
You need a cheat sheet. That's fine.
I never have a script in front of me, so never,
Well,
ever.
well, I'm gonna go
You know.
Perryville.
Perryville
I'll
number
kick
4?
it off. I'll say
Okay.
Perryville 4.
Perryville number 4. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to say the same. Number 4, Perryville.
Pass.
You can't. This is your idea, and you want to pass?
All right.
What the heck?
To be
getting
named
tough.
named later.
It's getting tough, but I would
TBA.
say DeSoto.
Okay.
And Lee's going to say, played him, blah, blah, blah. It's like, whatever.
Okay.
We have Perryville 69, DeSoto 42. So they just played. So
Okay.
that's why I'm saying that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So
That's fine.
I can be wrong.
Okay. So we're at number
He's
5.
projecting. He's projecting.
We're at number 5 now.
Yep.
DeSoto.
Oh, are you going to say Perryville 5 at least?
Well, you'll have to wait and find out.
Okay. All right. So I got to go next. I'm going to say Windsor, but we'll have more info on that after they play DeSoto
Okay.
soon.
Scotty.
I will take Perryville with the 5th pick in the draft.
Number 6. Ooh.
It's starting to get tough now.
Yeah. Number 6 is going to be. I guess I'll go Windsor.
Well,
Did we go Windsor?
Yeah, for me it's DeSoto right behind Windsor. But
Okay.
I'll take-
that one could be either way. Sure.
Then I'll take Windsor.
Okay.
All right.
So now we're down to what, 7?
7.
So 4
Well,
left.
7 is Jefferson.
It's 4 of the small school teams. So I will say, did Jefferson beat Crystal City earlier when
I
they
believe
played?
so.
It was close.
I believe so.
No, I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to say Crystal City at 7.
Oh yeah.
Projecting,
Changing my answer.
improving as the year goes on.
Are you cheating off of his paper?
I forgot about Crystal
Bobo,
City.
the sharpshooter.
Yeah.
It's close, but I'm going to say Crystal City will come back and get them next time
I'll
they play.
go Crystal City as well.
Okay, and to make that one unanimous, I will also take Crystal City.
Okay. We're at number 8.
Yep.
Then we go Jefferson.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Jefferson at 8 and Herky at 9
Yeah, I think so.
Same.
For me, yeah.
and Grandview 10.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So there's our esteemed panel.
You need
idea.
a graphic with all. Well, no, we didn't have consensus, but that's
Yeah.
okay. Well, we need to write this down because there will be some trash talk about how this all works out later.
And
Just among us,
you can customize, because once you put this out there, they're going to be like, oh, this one was right. These
Yeah.
other two,
Yeah.
what's their problem?
I really want that.
Yeah.
For you, Scott.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go to the gentleman. Number one, we go with the Festus Tigers.
I'll go with Festus for now. I think it was a one-off. Their loss to Jefferson at that Hoops for Hope game. Jefferson played really, really good that night. So Festus coming off the Central Christmas tournament, I'll go with them at number 1.
Yep.
Can't do it. Wouldn't be prudent. Not at this juncture. We're going to go with the Windsor Owls at number 1.
Wow.
Okay.
Nicely done. Okay. Number 2. I'll go Windsor number 2.
Okay, so here's the thing. This is so close at the top, these 3 teams, right? And we've mentioned all of them already. I know Hillsborough just lost at Windsor the other night. I think long term, just right now, I'm just projecting. I could be wrong. I'm going to say Hillsborough number 2. We'll see if that plays out.
Okay. Scotty?
Oh, I'm going to get such feedback from this. But I'm going to go at number 2. I'm going to go with the St. Vincent Indians.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
That Wheeler kid is the real
Fantastic.
deal.
Okay.
He's
All right.
great.
All right. Number 3. Here we go.
Well, have to be Windsor for me because I picked Festus Hillsborough
Okay.
1-2.
I'm going to go with the Jefferson Blue Jays at number 3.
That's a good pick.
Based on recent events, I'm going to go with the Jefferson Blue Jays at number 3.
That's a real good pick, guys.
I like it. I like it. Number 4. Now I'm going with the Hillsborough Hawks.
And I'll go Jefferson. And maybe in these conversations we split up large, small, but maybe we should just say if we're including everybody, there's a top 4 that's really, really close to each other. 5-6 points separating those teams at most, I think, on most nights.
Scotty?
And with my next pick, let's see, I've already done Windsor. I did Vincent, did Jefferson, so I'm going to have to go Festus at number 4.
Wow. Unpopular opinion, I would think.
I have not seen them play yet. That's my only caveat.
All right. Motivation.
Okay. All right.
That's my only caveat. I have not seen them play
You've
yet.
not watched it on live stream STLZ?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Well, there's your drawback
And
excuse.
to recap, to help everybody figure, okay, we've covered those 4 teams are now in all of the picks, except Scott has St. Vincent in the top 4 that
Yeah.
we don't rate.
now,
Nothing against them either.
Now I will go with number 5 as St. Vincent.
Agreed.
And then I'll go Hillsborough at number 5.
Okay. Number 6.
Them Hawks, man, you're gonna get it from them.
I know. I can hear it now.
Number 6, I go DeSoto.
Well, this one's close and tough. Maybe this. I'm gonna go with Herculaneum.
Wow. Going with the Black Cats. I'm okay with that.
This one's a coin toss,
I'm okay with that.
but I think it ended on black and red, so I'm going to go with Herculaneum Black Cats.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. So what number are we at? 7?
6, I believe.
6? No, that was 6.
So 6.
Okay.
Yeah. So 7, I'll go with Herky.
Okay, 7. No, who just said DeSoto a minute ago at 6?
I did.
He did.
Okay, Perryville, big win the other night over DeSoto. I'm ranking Perryville at 7.
Okay.
We get such limited information from them, so that it's kind of
My guy Eli Sample's the coach there,
I know.
Crystal City.
but it makes it
Star.
hard to base your information. So based on that win, because I was between them and the OTO, so I'm going to go Perryville.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Now I'll go Perryville. Number 8.
At 8, okay. Who do I have left? I've got Grandview, Crystal City, and DeSoto. DeSoto, number 8.
Same.
Wow. Number 9. Who we got left?
Grandview and Crystal.
Grandview and Crystal.
Grandview and Crystal. 9 and 10.
Well, only because Grandview already beat them once. I guess I have to say Grandview.
And I'm going to cave to peer pressure and also say Grandview and Crystal.
Yeah, Mr. Eagle over here.
Mister, like Kyrie eleison down this road that I must travel.
Mister. Wow.
That was hot 40 years ago. Yeah.
Hey, welcome to the real world.
Great relevant reference there, bud.
Wow. Well, tell us your thoughts on the power rankings, and
please keep it PG friendly.
yeah, if you're on the socials, especially, you can post them as well.
Post these later
Yep.
for our viewers, absolutely, and sound off. But I also want Scott on the record with some of these picks.
and then later on he'd be like, really?
Maybe
Or like,
there may or
something.
there may or may not be some money put on this. No, I'm kidding. We wouldn't do that. But interesting.
FanDuel Sportsbook.
Yeah,
I've got a parlay going for this.
That's the last thing we need.
You know, it would be really, really cool. I don't know how we'd be able to pull it off, but it would be really, really, really cool to have high school fantasy sports.
We don't already have a fantasy basketball team?
No. Terrible idea. Right?
Wasn't it back in the day they had like the roto thing, with like baseball players, you roll like a dice or something? I might be dating myself.
You are dating yourself.
That is
I used to play
predecessor to fantasy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like I had
Stratomatic.
Yeah.
We're talking like when I was like 10, 12 years old, I used to have a baseball card deck that had basically what you did was you took and you filled out random people on a lineup, and you would do the same thing for the team that you're playing against.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously you'd be playing the Cardinals. The 82 Cardinals is what I was doing. That dates myself a little bit, but 82 Cardinals, and then I just put whoever, and I would literally play with a deck, and that to me was like almost like fantasy football too in a way.
And I can't be the only
Fantasy
one.
baseball.
Yeah, I took my football cards, and me and my friend would go 11 on 11, and you don't have to be positionally correct and everything, and you get one little move at a time. And so my football cards, it should be worth about $20,000 an hour, worth like $5 because they all have bent corners and everything. And you get mad and rip, some old receiver in half. Steve Largent dropped that ball. I can't remember how we did all that. But only thing more frustrating than that is these little electronic football games.
I was getting ready to bring that up.
I was getting ready to bring
that up.
That's
funny.
But anyway, fast break, everybody.
we're going down memory lane here. Scott, do you have anything like that you did when you were a kid?
He never got Christmas presents, so probably not.
I got a lot of socks.
Socks and underwear. Thanks, Grandma.
There you go. There you go. All right. Well, give us your thoughts again. Put if you're watching on the socials, especially, drop your power rankings. We'll see what you think there. So we'll be back. This is our fast break segment. We'll be right back.
Men to do what they do. Devoted, skilled, solving problems before there are problems. Just like the team at Crystal Heating and Cooling. 60 years of teamwork and dedication. To Crystal, you're more than a customer. You're a friend. Top reviews, decades of experience keeping your home safe and comfortable through any weather. And Crystal Care Club with included maintenance and free financing options. For 60 years, Crystal puts their heart into your comfort. Crystal Heating and Cooling.
Time for our pick and roll segment here, and we have on the line here James Fox from the DeSoto Dragons. Coach Fox, how you doing, sir?
Pretty good. How about you?
Excellent. Hey, ladies are playing pretty good right now. Give us a little update on how you think the team's going right now.
Well, we're currently 3 games over 500. So that's very good for us. Last year was our first year in double digits wins in a long time, and this year we're already 3 games over 500. So I really like the pace and improvement and everything we're making this year.
Excellent. Well, it's pick and roll time, and the rules are this: we have 10 questions for you right now. We haven't given you any of the questions. You get to pick 3 of the 10. Just randomly, and they're about coaching, about basketball, so it shouldn't be anything too difficult, but some have been pretty good questions already so far. So give us your numbers, and we'll get started.
Let's go 1, 5, and 10.
1, 5, and 10. I like how you think here. Okay, here we go. Question number 1. It's still early in the season, but what has been the biggest surprise from your team so far?
I think probably the biggest surprise is just our balance of scoring. Right now we've almost got 5 girls averaging double digits. That makes it a lot easier on me as far as stuff that we can run and what we can prepare for, and it makes it a lot harder on the other teams to prepare for us because it can't just be 1 or 2 girls they're able to concentrate on. So that's the pleasant surprise.
Excellent. You said number 5 here. All right, here we go. Number 5, corporations and businesses have hardcore values. What are your core values for your team?
I think our core values is get better every single day. Keep each other up, and just always look for some way to improve. Control the controllables, and just keep moving forward. Don't really dwell on the past. Just keep a positive attitude and keep moving forward.
Great answer. Great answer. Love it. Love it. Number 10 here. For many coaches, a team's leaders are the more tenured players, as in juniors and seniors. In your eyes, how can the younger players ascend into those leadership roles?
I think just, a lot of times just body language and how you come into a practice and a game, the attitude that you bring to that and the work ethic. I feel like, you look at your older athletes, a lot of those are your verbal leaders a lot of the times. But you look at your younger athletes, your freshmen, sophomores that are maybe getting some varsity time. If they can just come in and make sure that their work ethic is the right way, and they're going hard every play, they're trying to do the little things right and lead that way, I think that speaks volumes.
Excellent, excellent. Were they that difficult?
No.
Okay. I was making sure. We always like to have that feedback there, because Scotty's the one who gives us these questions here. So we appreciate the time, sir, and good luck to you this season. I'm sure we'll see you down the road here.
All right. Look forward to seeing you guys.
Coach James Fox from the DeSoto Dragons.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
And we have on the line Coach Tyler Search from the Jefferson Blue Jays. Coach Tyler Search, how are you, sir?
Doing well, thank you.
Excellent, excellent. You've got a really rolling team here with the Jefferson Blue Jays, and pretty impressive. Taking over from a team that had already been rolling. Made it to the Final Four last year, or Elite Eight, or something like that. Real deep run. What's been your thoughts this season on taking over, and your thoughts about the team right now?
I think we're starting to play well together. I really think hitting our stride a little bit. So it's nice. I'm enjoying each day, and just working with the guys and trying to improve every day.
Excellent, excellent. Talk a little bit about your showing this weekend, this past week with the Bob Sechrist tournament. I believe you guys got about the 7 seed, if I remember right. And,
yes.
And you guys ended up in that 5th place game, taking care of North County. But man, you guys were without going into overtime. You guys didn't. If you guys didn't go into overtime, you've been playing for that possible 3rd or first place game. But took it to Farmington pretty well. I was down there to see that game. That was a heck of a game. But give us your thoughts about the tournament.
It's a good tournament to play in. Good environment for the kids, and it's kind of has that district postseason type atmosphere. So that's nice to get those kids in that environment and get them more comfortable, I guess you could say. So I was happy. As our goal was to play 4 games, and we did that. We didn't end the way we wanted it to, but we did get a 4th game, and I can't complain too much about our effort for sure. We were competitive, and I think we showed some people some things. So it was good.
Excellent, excellent. And it helps springboard you in here first of the year here to start these conference games starting up here soon. But so we're looking forward to it. And hey, by the way, if you're a Jefferson Blue Jays fan, we've got every single one of their home games. So I know Coach Tyler Search is going to be seeing us a lot here in January and February. So looking forward to it, Coach, here. So
yeah, me too.
Here we go with pick and roll. You get to pick 3 random questions, 1 through 10. You just give me the 3 numbers, and we'll roll with it.
Okay. Let's go 2, 4, and 7.
Perfect. Okay, here we go. Question number 2. In your experience, do you think there's more pressure playing at home or on the road for a young team defining its identity?
I think there can be more pressure playing at home, just because you want to show your home fans that you are a good basketball team, and I think the kids, the student section can add a little bit of pressure, obviously, with you want to show out in front of your classmates. So I think that can sometimes be a little bit more pressure, but it's also good pressure, in my opinion.
Excellent, excellent. Question number 4. Along the way, who first put the notion of coaching in your thoughts, or did it spring from you observing a mentor in some role?
My dad has always been a mentor to me, and my uncle was my coach for a lot of my life growing up, and I was very close with him. He has passed away, but he was probably one of the main kind of put coaching in the back of my head. It was always a thought because of him, and I do a lot of what I do today because of him. So definitely look up to him.
Excellent. Appreciate the answer there. Question number 7. In defeat, coaches can find positive elements. Conversely, in victories, there can be elements to tweak or to improve. How do you strike the balance of when to encourage and when to challenge your players?
So I think you always try to encourage your players, make them believe in themselves, maybe see some things in themselves that they don't already see. I think that's an important part of coaching, being able to, you want to critique them in a way that is positive, and positive reinforcement, and making sure that they understand how to get better and how to improve each day. I think there's some challenges there, but I think positive reinforcement is always a key.
Excellent. Well, man, we appreciate those questions. I know we're kind of getting to know you here, being one of the newer coaches here in the league, but we appreciate the time, and I'm sure we'll see you down the road here.
Yeah, it sounds great. Thank you.
Coach Tyler Search from the Jefferson Blue Jays here, and we have on the line Coach Steve Eisenbeis from the Crystal City Hornets. Coach, how you doing, sir?
Good. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. How you doing? I just wanted to maybe catch up with you here a little bit on the Crystal City Hornets season here, 1-8, I believe, right now at this point, and just your thoughts of the season, and maybe even you just got finished with the Park Hills tournament too. Your thoughts on that as well?
Yeah. It's the coaching cliche. Our record is not indicative of, one, the efforts the guys are putting in, and two, the skill level that we have. We are, bottom line is we're a young team. We've only got one senior. He's never played high school basketball before this year. We have 2 freshmen and a sophomore who are in the solid rotation. So it's a learning curve, and we haven't really been that far off. Sometimes it looks like it, but there's been games where we've been down. We spotted them a 20-2 lead, and then we've come back and made it a 2-possession game in the fourth quarter. There have been games where we've been leading, in the fourth quarter, and kind of let it slip away, turn into a double-digit loss. So it's, and I tell the guys, and they believe me. I do believe they believe me. We're not that far off, from getting to where we need to be. As far as the Park Hills tournament, it was fun. It's always fun to be in that. It's a great atmosphere, good teams. With our record, we drew the 16 seed, so we got number 1 seed Potosi right off the bat, which was tough. But again, I was happy with the way our guys battled. And then in the next round, we had Arcadia Valley, who was another tough team. We won the first quarter against them. We're down 5-6, something like that at the half. Again, just kind of a little bit got away from us. That's kind of been the what's happened with us this year. Just the consistency. We let stuff snowball a little bit on us. We don't hang our heads. We just, once 1 or 2 things goes bad, it seems like we want to pick up the pace, and that doesn't really that doesn't translate well for us sometimes. So
Gotcha. That's why you have the second half of the season here to build upon, right?
Exactly. And that's what I tell the kids all the time. Districts is when you want to be peaking. And like I said, we've got a lot to learn, especially with the young kids. They've got a lot to learn about the speed of varsity basketball. Some of them are jumping straight from 8th grade up to varsity basketball games.
Right.
They're jumping from, playing against fellow 14-year-olds to playing against 18-year-old men. So it's a learning curve for us. And I see the development coming. It's going to be there. I'm not, everybody wants to win. And you worry about losing players when you're not, losing their interest and their effort level. But I haven't seen that yet. So that's one of the best signs so far.
Excellent. Let's get into this pick and roll segment here. This is where you get to pick one of 10 questions here. You just give me the number here. You don't know what the question is, and they're all coaches related, so I'm sure it'll be right up your alley here. So give me some numbers.
Obviously, lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7. Let's start it here.
Yeah.
In defeat, coaches can find positive elements. Conversely, in victories, there can be elements to tweak or to improve. How do you strike the balance of when to encourage and when to challenge your players?
You've got to look at the game as a whole, and you got to look at the opponent. And I tell the kids that all the time. There's, going into, like I said, going into the number 1 seed Potosi, there's no shame in losing to the number 1 seed. Okay. Especially when if you put up a good fight. Okay. And then there's some teams you play against where there isn't a moral victory. You were supposed to win that game. You should have won that game. You had the opportunity to win that game. So you've got to, you've got to let them enjoy the highs and the wins, and you got to, especially with the young kids, you got to try to temper the losses a little bit, but at the same time, you can't baby them. You got to be realistic with them. So it comes down to a lot of times, what was the actual result in the game that just happened? Should we have won that game? Then we need to focus on that. If it was a game we weren't even supposed to win, but we put up a good fight, sometimes there are moral victories and sometimes there aren't. So you got to understand the opponent, understand your guys, kind of read the room.
Good answer. Give me another question.
Number 3, obviously.
3. In your coaching journey, how has technology affected game preparation and connection with your players?
Things like Huddle are an absolute game changer. You don't have to go sit in the gym. You don't got to drive all over the place to find another team. You don't have to, you got to send out a simple request, but you don't have to make phone calls and emails. You click a button and you get a request for a film. And even if you don't get an answer from somebody, you can go on, because Huddle sends everything to Misha TV. You can go on Misha TV and watch almost every game you need to. So technology has made preparation easier than it's ever been. At the same time, it can, especially with the kids, it can almost be overkill. They want to go out and watch every single game that the other team has played. And sometimes you just got to focus on us guys.
Excellent. Last question. Go ahead.
Go 5.
Go number 5. Okay. Practices are simulations for game situations. How do you mentally prepare your team for the added layers of real games, such as officials running around the court, crowd noise, working against taller or quicker opponents, etc.? That's a good question.
Yeah, that is a good question. One of the things, and it drives the kids mad, is, when we do get up and down the court and we scrimmage, we do a lot of, especially with the young kids, we're doing a lot of fundamentals and a lot of skill development that we see wrap itself into game day. But when we do get up and down the court, I will miss calls or things like that, and they'll get so mad about it. And I ask them if they've ever been in a perfectly officiated game, and of course, none of them ever have. And I told them that's something you're going to have to live with. You're going to have to learn how to, that's one of the things we have worked on. We don't run our mouths. We don't argue with the refs. It's something that we're trying to make a point of emphasis. So that's definitely one of them. And then when it comes to the physicality of it, the simple old school stuff of getting out the football pads and just kind of smacking them when they go up for rebounds, go up for shots, try to finish at the basket, just simulate contact, learn how to fight through it, not be surprised when the game time comes.
Excellent. Good answer there. These are some tough questions here. Scotty Lotta puts these questions for us. So kudos to Scotty for the tough ones. But, man, we appreciate the time. And I know we'll be catching up with you here throughout the season, and we'll see you down the road here.
Okay. I appreciate it. Thanks for the time.
Coach Steve Eisenbeis from the Crystal City Hornets.
And welcome into our segment called Ask the Professor. We're here with Coach Lee Richardson, a.k.a. the Professor of Coachonomics, and he's got a special play for us, Coach.
Okay, do I? All right. You want a nice little offensive play, something that's maybe easy to run but effective at many,
something I can show my friends at parties.
Many different levels. Good conversation piece in your world. I don't travel in those circles, but congrats to you. High society Scott the Freak Latta here.
Wow.
But having said that, yes, I do. I just call this ISO. And you just run it, honestly, versus man or zone, 3 out, 2 in. And, Ray, if we can get that first slide on that, just set up 3 out, 2 in, your guard's out. And this is really good if you have a dominant post player, somebody like a Womack from Festus at the 5 spot. We watched Festus, of course, Dan Johnson. He doesn't need much of my help with play diagramming or anything like that, but they did a really good job of lobbing him the ball when they could. But anyway, if you're against man-to-man, just get 3 to make a V cut, or you could screen them to get open, 5 down screen them, get open on the perimeter. And 1 fires it to 3 on the wing, and then you want 1 to step away because you can see 2 is just cutting through the traffic in the lane. And then in the second part of this play, 4, you see 4 just kind of hanging out on the low block on the weak side. You want to start this play to the 5 side, and then 4 will now you see 2 is cut through to that ball side corner. 1 is stepped away. 4 flashes up to the high post and catches, and now 5. And look where I have X5, the defender, guarding 5. If they're fronting them, this is just going to be a really easy catch at the high post for 4 and touch it over the top of there. And if you have any kind of size and strength advantage, you're going to be able to get them for an easy layup there. And if I flipped it and put 5 behind, even then, that's still a great ISO because by bringing 2 to the ball side and 4 flashing up, there is no weak side help. So even if they're playing behind the defender, then you still have a really nice setup for a play for 5 to catch, turn, and score. And then I want to mention one more thing. This is versus man, but versus zone. You have a nice little overload concept going here, and so 3 then has lots of choices. You could go 4, still for the high-low with 5, or they could go to 2 in the corner if that's a really good shooter. It's going to be tough for a zone defense, no matter what the configuration, to guard all 4 of these players on the ball side without you getting a really good look that you want.
And once again, thank you, Coach, for letting us take a glimpse into your brain. And who knows what else is rolling around in there.
Well, I want to say this, too. That's funny. But I want to say this play right here will work. It's a great youth play, but it'll also work for high school teams as well. So very adaptable. You can do a lot of different things and have fun with it with your personnel and everything, too. But thank you, Scott, for the opportunity.
Excellent. Thank you, Coach.
That's the professor. That's Ask the Professor. Let me try that again. That's Ask the Professor. And we'll be right back. And we are back. We've got another new segment here, and Scotty is going to tell us a little bit about it. And Scotty, you've done a great job of making this the random segment or the random episode.
My name is Jeff.
So take it away.
All right. So thought it would be kind of fun here. We are in the early part of January. We're just, Christmas is in the rearview mirror. And I thought it'd be kind of fun to kind of do that, jump the gun a little bit and be like, what are the way too early MVP races? And, we basically have, half the season in the can so far. So let's kind of throw out some candidates. Obviously we can kind of go down, who are the impact players, for each school if we want. But who are the candidates that jump out that we really think have a chance at the end to be the MVP when we vote?
Where are we starting?
Let's start with small school girls.
Small school girls. Let's start with Crystal City. Addison Bova. I agree.
Play in person, high motor.
It'd be tough to get player of the year maybe this year, only a sophomore, but definitely heading in that direction with her career.
I like it. Jefferson.
Helena Lloyd.
Leads them in scoring, 19 a game.
That's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
You have Peyton Guffey there as well.
Yeah, tough little point guard, definitely.
Helena Lloyd I'd go with as well. Grandview. We haven't seen much of Grandview yet, so I don't have really anything to go on other than a Nolick girl.
Are
all the Wakefields gone?
They're all gone, yeah.
All right.
So, Nolick kind of is, at the helm right there while they're kind of trying to forge a new identity over there, so to speak.
Okay. Madison Nolick. All right. St. Vincent.
One of the Rubles. I don't
take your pick.
I haven't watched them yet this year, but they're obviously excellent basketball players.
So I'd say she's probably the front runner. I mean, just, her school's doing well. Obviously got a good reputation. So will they split votes, because having the same namesake?
Yeah. Okay.
No? Lee says no.
Good question.
And then, of course, for Herculaneum, a couple of candidates jump out, Zoe Embry and Macy Pope.
Oh, I think I'm going with Ava Skurlock.
Okay. Saw her get banged up a little bit in the last contest we covered.
Yep.
But
So that's a good all league, first team, all conference type of candidates right there. I think you'll get your MVP from St. Vincent though.
Yeah,
Probably.
agree. Okay.
probably.
Large school girls. I'm going Lillian Kennedy.
You got so respectful right there. I'm going to go Lillian Kennedy.
Festus, I think Olivia Madden, we kind of coined a new term for her the other night, the point general. But Lillian had such a great game on Friday night. But Olivia Madden is my pick for player of the year. And, way too early, only halfway through the season.
Does Skaggs get any buzz for all of the three-pointers?
She's a great player. Good 3-and-D defense player and does more than that. But, their main rotation there is really tough. But I got Olivia for player of the year if we had to pick it today.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go Hillsboro here. Hiltonsboro. Let's go Ashley Hilton.
Mm-hmm. No argument.
Ashley, obviously from a scoring standpoint, and then you've got Kyra Matlock, who kind of runs the show over there.
Yep.
Kicked up her offense a little bit more this year. Probably going to need some more if they're really going to give Festus a push down the stretch.
If I remember right, S&T commit there.
I believe so.
So congrats there to
What sport, Ray?
Matlock. Matlock is for basketball.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe so.
Nice.
I don't think it would be. I mean, that's hands down. DeSoto.
Stearns, right? Is a good candidate.
Peyton Stearns.
You got Stearns. You got Missy. You got Reese. But I like Peyton Stearns too. Windsor. You got that Montgomery girl.
Okay, I haven't seen him.
You got Alexi Adler as well.
Yeah, I think Montgomery probably is a little bit, a little bit more advanced on that one.
Yep. And then Perryville, we have no idea.
I don't know. Do they have any twins down
Question mark.
there? No.
Okay. All right. Let's move over to the small school boys, and we'll start with Jefferson.
Take your pick.
It really is. It's Watson, Broadwater, Wilson, or Frisk. I'm gonna go Broadwater.
This is an actual split the vote scenario here, and I think it's Frisk and Wilson who will split the votes. Nothing against your pick, Ray. Colton's been really tough on the boards all year.
I think there is something against my pick.
Watson, well, maybe there was actually. Watson when he's hot from three, but Cooper Frisk, we saw him just lead them. He would not be denied in that victory over Festus. I mean, they're all good candidates, but like I said, that may actually be a split the vote kind of thing if it were to come to player of the year right now.
Yeah, Cooper Frisk, I mean, obviously, we've seen him in football, seen him in basketball. I'm sure you could take him out there for badminton, horseshoes,
right.
Whatever. He's just, an athlete.
And I want to throw this out there, too. This is all for fun and for just discussion, but, the way Jefferson is playing, they don't care about that. They don't care who would maybe make all conference or player of the year. I mean, it's fun to talk about and be thought about that way, but they're in a really good groove right now as a team.
Excellent. St. Vincent, Max Wheeler.
Max Wheeler.
Not to be disrespectful to anyone else, but, you've got Max Wheeler, and then you've got Colton Prost and, Clay Ellis. But, I mean, seeing Max Wheeler play in person, it was like he was like a JUCO player playing against high school kids.
Yeah, he's tough. He's definitely way up there as a candidate.
Let's go Herculaneum here. Tanner Duncan.
Mama Dunk's boy.
I think Tanner's he's having such a great season. He'll definitely be first team all conference. I think he's a dark horse candidate for player of the year. See if he can elevate his game even more down the stretch.
So whenever he passes Big Brother here in about 2-3 weeks, will that give you a little more credence with you?
I mean, we haven't even gotten to a couple other candidates, but no, not necessarily. But you got, like I said, Cooper maybe at Jefferson, Max Wheeler at St. Vincent. It's a really tough crowd you're swimming in right here.
Yep, agreed.
All right.
Kind of mixed my metaphors there, didn't I?
Hey. Grandview, you got Jax Patterson, you got Cameron Brooks, you got Logan Mercer. I like Cameron Brooks.
I'm just going. I haven't seen him play yet, but statistically, Peterson kind of leading that group. They may need a little bit more help over there. I'm just guessing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You can give us a name?
Who, me?
Yeah.
From Grandview?
Yeah.
No, I agree with you guys. Those guys are good all-conference type candidates.
Okay. All right. Crystal City. There's always an Eisenbeis on that list. We've got Trent Eisenbeis. We've got Colton Adams. We've got LaRon McGinnis. Colton Adams, I think.
Yeah, scoring-wise, you got to go with him. But, whenever you look at that whole group, you got Wheeler, probably Frisk, and then Duncan, probably your main heavyweights.
Yeah, to Crystal City, Adams and Cole Feeler are two really good freshmen, ton of potential. Colton is shot lights out for a freshman. He's doing a great job with that. For me, Trent Eisenbeis has done a really good job. He's had to play point guard where he's a little bit maybe out of position there, but he leads them, I think, in assists and steals. But for me, Gage McPherson's been really tough in the post, and so all four of those guys, maybe the freshman, it might be a little too soon, but the way Colton's shooting, he might find his way into honorable mention, all conference or something like that.
Excellent.
All right, Ray, do the drum roll.
We're going to the large boys.
Ooh, it's about to get turned up.
Windsor. Colby Blake.
He's got a good chance at Player of the Year.
That whole team, it's kind of like almost a Jefferson situation where you got Blake, Hagley, Becker.
No doubt.
Even Xander Smith. Great balance.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Festus. You've got Nate Womack. You got Drew Johnson. You got Jackson Smith. I like Drew Johnson.
Yeah, they're all great players. Drew Johnson, he is definitely a Player of the Year candidate. Maybe even the favorite coming in, but he's getting pushed by these other teams and players, and it'll be a race to the finish, no doubt.
And he can get you that heating and cooling rapid response on the scoreboard
for the heating and cooling
for the three ball.
Yeah,
just an awesome shooter to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Hillsboro, Cooper McGrath. We got Brendan Pointer. We got Colton Hicks. I like the McGrath kid.
Isn't Pointer averaging like 18 a game or something like that? Just from a production standpoint, he's definitely a candidate for Player of the Year.
Seeing him in person, I forget what team they played, Hillsboro, but they basically took McGrath out of it, and basically Pointer ran. He ran baseline to baseline. He took all the shots on defense.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, he was
good.
He was very fun to watch, but that was kind of like the strategy. Like, okay, we're going to take one of them away from you. They did not take Pointer away.
One thing to consider here too, and this plays into it a little bit with the voting, is where these teams finish up ranked in the conference. And there's not a formula that says if you're first you get 3 spots, and if you're second you get 2. There's nothing like that. However, it does influence the decision. So if Hillsboro finishes strong, they may get 2 of those 2 guys we've been talking about on first team all conference, but a lot has to do with your team's results as well.
Is there an Andre Dawson provision?
Yeah, okay. Way back when, 1987, it's like 40 home runs on one of the worst baseball teams of all time, Chicago Cubs, but is named MVP. Yes, if you're that outstanding, like Kobe Klaus for Grandview, if you guys can go back a few years and remember, he was maybe not the best Grandview teams ever, but he averaged like 30 a game. You're going to give it to that guy. Real quickly, we've covered a lot of good candidates, but Perryville and DeSoto, young coaches with young teams, rebuilding. Don't know if any of their guys are going to be like Player of the Year conversation. Be interesting to see, though. Those guys really do a good job of developing. Eli Sample and Brendan Hardy, of course, those 2 coaches. And so to see how much improved those individual players are by the end of the year, it will be the thing to watch with them.
I'm going Austin Horton for DeSoto.
Yeah. Okay. Horton, Dylan Hendricks.
I don't know anybody from Perryville, so
the only player they had listed was Josiah Paisley, so I'm guessing he was good. I don't know. Like, again, Perryville, it's very difficult to get updated information from, which is a little disappointing.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It really is. Very much so. that's a look at our too early to call MVPs?
MVP race, yep.
Okay. All right. Excellent. We'll be right back with our next segment.
And now, more tales. Darkside.
Hello, and welcome to another tale from the coaching dark side. Now, tonight's tale could be a plot for a movie about amnesia or forgetting things.
Huh?
We talked in the last tale
What?
about a player forgetting their uniform.
What?
But a movie like The Bourne Identity or Memento or 50 First Dates, forgetting stuff, right? Except this one, this very scary horror movie, is about a coach who forgets something very important: how many timeouts they have left. And then called a timeout and got a technical foul, and the other team gets free throws and wins a close game due to the mistake. Yeah. It's like my old drill sergeant used to say, I don't care if you have to tie a string around your finger. Whatever it takes to remember, Richardson.
You're my boy, Blue.
So, yeah, put five rubber bands around your wrist, and every time you burn a timeout, throw a rubber band away or shoot it at the player that just last turned the ball over, whatever. So we need to give this movie a title. So I say we call it Lack of Total Recall.
We've got Chris Webber on line 1, sir.
Okay, it could be the Chris Webber story. See the 1993 national championship game for reference on that. That was
Nicely done, Scotty.
long time ago, but yeah, great reference, Mr. Sixth timeout there. And so, yes, calling a timeout you don't have is a true tale from the coaching dark side.
This has been Tales of the Coaching Dark Side. Time for another episode of the Hoops Whisperer. Whisper. And we have none other than Scotty the Freak Lotta, who is sporting the new live stream STL basketball jersey, which I like. Number 33. I'm loving the Larry Bird reference there. Loving that. There you go. Like it. And so without further ado, we're going to turn it over to the Hoops Whisperer, Scotty Lotta.
Thank you, and good day, one and all. I'm not here to rest on my laurels of my former suggestions, which include the Outdoor Winter Classic for basketball or the free throw walk-up music. No, we must keep pushing forward, and I submit for your consideration. When a bowler hits 3 straight strikes, it's called turkey.
Yep.
How about something when a team hits 3 straight 3-pointers in a row without missing? Maybe that could be called a condor.
Ooh.
How about 4 in a row? That could be a golden condor. 5 in a row, you say? That's a platinum condor. 6 in a row? That's a mega platinum condor. 7 in a row? That's the Steph Curry condor.
Wow.
Anything beyond that, they're just showing off. So that's all we have for you today. Thank you from the Hoops Whisperer, and have a great day.
Any more than that would be a unicorn.
Yeah, definitely. The unicorn. Bring out the unicorns. I like it. Very nice. I thought you might go with different birds.
No, we see enough of those in traffic.
I mean, you could do the eagle, and then you could do the blue jay, and then you could do anything else, falcon. Then a different eagle, and then a different falcon, okay, then a raven.
This is just a ploy to sell chicken wings, I think. At this point.
It's all about food. Eat fresh. There you go. There you have it, the Hoops Whisperer.
This episode is brought to you by Livestream STL. Livestream STL covers Jefferson County and the South St. Louis area. For sponsorship opportunities for any of these events, call 314-852-4398. Sponsorships can be for a single game, complete season, or a custom package. Help spotlight the young athletes of our area and score a layup for your business with new potential customers.
Thanks for watching today's broadcast. Any unauthorized use of this broadcast without the